Welcome everybody. Welcome to the members of both IBM Ring 9 and SAM Assembly 30, and to all of our family guests. My name is Eric Schuster, and I am the president of IBM Ring 9, also known as the Georgia Magic Club. This here is Steve McCoy. He's the president of SAM Assembly 30.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our meeting and our celebration of magic. It's two clubs that we have here in Atlanta, the IBM, as you know, Ring 9, and the SAM, Assembly 30. And we celebrate our togetherness here today and magic.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I hope you all brought your dinners and your cocktails. I know I'm ready. Feel free to raise a glass if you guys are ready. We definitely feel free to eat and drink throughout the event. We had hoped this event would be in person this year, and we looked at a variety of options, decided that the virtual was the best path for us, and it gives us a unique opportunity to have a one-of-a-kind headline performer later on. We also get to have our family members who don't live in Atlanta to join us. So, Steve? Yeah,
well, this COVID thing had driven everyone crazy, and so we thought this would be the best line of attack for tonight. So we're glad that you're here. We hope you enjoy Shawn Farquhar, our headliner tonight. It's going to be terrific. And he's going to present his World of Wonders show, and it's going to be great. So stick around with us till the very end. We also have prizes we want to give away, right?
We sure do. Yeah, we have a jam-packed event. We actually are going to kick things off with 3 performers from our clubs. These are going to be some amazing magic. So you guys are going to want to watch closely. And they're each going to perform a tight 10-minute set of magic, and then we'll have that awards ceremony. We're going to have some giveaways.
Watch out for the paper plates.
And it sounds like somebody's got paper plates, so that's important. And then you know, as Steve mentioned, we're going to have our headline performer Shawn, and we'll give him a proper introduction when we get closer to his time. He's even going to do a brief Q&A and a little lightning round. It'll be fun. So we are right on time. So we're going to send it over to Steve Langston, our IBM Ring 9 Club Vice President, to introduce our first performer of the night.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Steve. So coming up tonight, our first performer is going to be a 2-time winner of the Greater Atlanta Magician of the Year, and he's also the author of the acclaimed magic book, The Buena Vista Shuffle Club. He's professor of mathematics and associate dean at the Georgia Tech College of Sciences. Everybody, please give a warm round of applause for Mr. Matt Baker.
Hey.
Hey there, everybody. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, great. Well, thanks so much for inviting me to perform here. I'm excited for tonight. And I thought that tonight I would share with all of you one of my most closely guarded secrets. You see, I sometimes use a clandestine assistant to help me out with some of the miracles that I perform. And would anyone like to meet my assistant tonight?
Sure.
All right. Well, without further ado then, please give it up for Herbert the Trained Rubber Band. Woo! Now, there's a couple of things that you need to know about Herbert before we begin. First of all, he's a little bit shy, and he's just getting started in magic. And sometimes he gets nervous and shakes a little bit, but just please be kind and respectful and encouraging, and everything I'm sure will go well. The other thing that you should know is that Herbert was adopted from Germany, and Herbert is his birth name, but he hates it. And I tried finding different nicknames, like I tried calling him Herb or Bert. He didn't like any of those. I think he actually wants a real American name, you know, something kind of like Chad or Jed or I don't know, Hank, something like that. You know, something short and snappy, just like Herbert himself. Any ideas from the crowd? You can type it into the chat if you want, or unmute, but maybe Steve, you can read some suggestions of short, snappy nicknames, and just give me one of the ones that comes up.
Sure. Go ahead and put some stuff in the chat, guys.
Oh, we got some good ones. They're going by too fast for me to see all of them, but
All right.
Steve, why don't you just pick
I like Max, M-A-X, Max.
Max? Okay. Very good. Well, just for tonight then, tonight only, Herbert will be renamed Max, the trained rubber band. Okay, so Max is going to start out with a 4 ace trick that he's been working on. And so without further ado, let's see. So we've got, there we go. All right. So we've got the ace of clubs, ace of hearts, ace of spades, and the ace of diamonds. Now, before we, well, okay. Here's the idea of the trick. Just trying to make sure everything stays in frame here. The idea of the trick is that Max is going to turn these aces up one at a time, but he's going to attempt to do it so quickly that you don't actually see what's happening. Okay, and if it all goes well, it will look like genuine magic. So watch carefully. We wrap Max around the rubber band, give it a little snap, and just like that, the ace of hearts turns face up. Now let's do it again, because now you know what to watch for. Place the rubber band on, give him a snap. And this time the ace of hearts has turned face down, but the ace of clubs has turned face up. All right, again, now you know what to watch for. So watch carefully. Max goes around the little packet. He gives a snap. And instantly, the ace of diamonds turns face up. And for the last one, I believe it's the ace of spades that's left. So nothing happens if I don't wrap Max around. Okay, but once we wrap him around the deck and give it a little snap, boop, just like that, ace of spades turns face up. Thank you. And little bow from Max there. Okay, but that's not all. He also knows some pick a card tricks. And so we are going to do a pick a card trick with somebody from the audience. Let's see. Steve, could you just spotlight someone, please?
Just at random. Let's go right here.
And I'll tell you what, while you're doing that, oh, hey, John, nice to see you.
Hey.
Yeah, so John Miller, I go back for a long time. Here's the thing, if Max sees what's happening here, then it's kind of dumb. I mean, any old rubber band could do this trick if they can see, right? So I'm gonna place him underneath the box, cover up his eyes, and that way it'll be much more difficult for Max to do the trick. Now, John, here's your role. I'm gonna just go through like this and you'll say stop whenever you want, and when you do, that'll be your card, okay? So just say stop.
Stop.
Right there, all right? So that card I'll deal onto the table. Now, it doesn't really matter if I see it, but just in case, I'm gonna turn my head and I'll show you the card.
Got it.
That,
So spades?
Looks like it.
did you see the card?
No.
Yes.
Yes,
Spades.
okay. Very good. So I will place the card back into the center of the deck, like so, and square up. Now, I do have an idea, John, of where your card is. I mean, I was watching when I put it back myself. If you were here, I'd have had you put it back. But in any case, it doesn't matter if I know the card or if I've seen it, because Max over here has had his eyes covered up the whole time. Yes? All right, so Max, you can come out now. And now if you were here, I'd let you inspect and see that he's not wearing Google glasses, doesn't have like a periscope on him or anything like that. So it's just a simple rubber band. Now, here's how it works. I'm going to take Max in my hand like so. This requires complete silence from the audience because this is very, very difficult to do. But hopefully, oh, that was a premature snapulation. It happens sometimes with rubber bands. Hopefully it won't happen again. Let's try this one more time. It's hard to stay on frame on Zoom and do this, but there we go. All right, now can you all see that? All right. On the count of 3, Max is going to try to find your card, John. 1,
Okay.
2, 3. Just kidding. We're warming up. 1, 2, 3. And just like that,
Oh, wow.
he disappears through a wormhole into the 4th dimension. He's not anywhere until he's a trained rubber band. So until I snap, that's when he comes back. And in this deck, there is 1 card and 1 card only in the middle with a rubber band around it. John, for the very first time, what was your card?
6 of spades.
That's exactly who Max / Herbert found, the 6 of spades. Thank you. So we've done the 4-ace trick. Max has done the pick a card trick. And now for his grand finale. The grand finale is to demonstrate for you all that Max is able to predict the future. You see, before any of this, I mean, he knows sleight of hand, as you've seen, or sleight of band, perhaps I should call it. But he also has a special ability for divination. And before any of this began tonight, Max had a sense of what was going to take place. And this is very difficult for a rubber band, but he wrote a prediction on some blank playing cards and placed them into the card box. And as you can see, nothing else in the box, but a few cards. And let me read Max's prediction to you. It says, my nickname will be M.
Really?
No.
A.
What?
That's crazy.
Wow.
Thank you very much. We'll do a little band drop to finish. And my name is Matt Baker. Thanks.
Thank you, Matt.
Wow. Thank you, Matt. That was awesome. Our next performer here is going to be, he's a longtime member of the IBM, and he's a newcomer to the Georgia Magic Club. He's a seasoned performer that took first place at the 2021 PCAM close-up competition. He's also a competitor at the 2021 FISM North American Championships. Please welcome to the stage, Shawn Ridgeway.
Hi, everybody. Well, as Steve said, I'm Shawn Ridgeway. And for those who don't know, I'm the Shawn who hasn't won FISM twice. So stick around if you want to see that one. Anywho, so I figured I'd start out by kind of giving you guys a choice. So we're going to pan down. Again, I apologize for the setup. I'm in the process of revamping the studio. So we've got some chips, cube, and card. So Steve, could you pick somebody at random? You don't have to spotlight them.
Yeah, let's see here. Let's go Alex Vaughn. Can I ask you to unmute?
You there,
Hello?
Alex?
Hello?
Hey, there you are. All right, so your task is simple. Keep in mind, no equivoque. Whatever you choose is the first thing we are going to do. So do you want to do the cube, the cards, or the chips?
Sounds like the cube.
You want the cube?
Yep.
Interesting. Because that's the only object
Oh my God.
that isn't even 3D. So good choice. So I'd like to start out with the chips. So I'm going to pan back up. Oh, too high. Overshot it. All right. So we've got 3 chips. Now the goal. There we go. Perfect. So the goal is to get these chips to go from one hand to the other, hopefully without you seeing. Now, I should mention that it's going to happen when you least expect it. And I know that was quick, so we'll try it again. You knew exactly what was going to happen, but you didn't really know when it was going to happen. Because if you're watching here, you can't watch my fingers. You can't watch my elbows. You can't watch what's going on in my face. It always happens when you least expect it. Now, I could do that old stupid 3-fly joke where, you know, it just pops on over. But you guys deserve better than that. You're all seasoned magicians and you know what's coming. So instead, we're going to take this last one from here over to here, which leaves us with all 3 chips. But let's take it a step further. We're going to try to send these chips back in time to where they started. So we have the red, the yellow, yellow. I'm thinking of traffic lights. The red, the green, and the white. So let's start with the red. The red goes in the hand. Disappears just like that. Now, a lot of people think that somehow I'm like sneaking it out of frame or anything like that. I promise I'm not. I'm going to try to keep everything as tight as I can. So we've got the white and we've got the green. Watch, we'll start with the white. Just like that, that one goes away. Now you got to keep your eye on the green. Don't blink. Did you see it happen? No, because nothing has happened. That's like an observation test. I was baiting you. So for this last one, you'll kind of see it go. We take the green right here. It's weird because sometimes I get this kink in my finger. I don't know what's going on with that. But just like that, the green goes away. And do you want to know where it goes? As I said, it goes right back to where they were at the beginning. The green, the white, and the red. But at the beginning, you chose the cube, which is for the best. Because if you'd chosen the cards, they would have been in a mess. Because I used this for a triumph the other day, and I never bothered fixing it. So I'm glad you didn't pick these, because these literally take forever to straighten out. So we're not going to do that. We're going to try something else. And since we did the poker chips, I'm going to pan right back up. That was all happening in my hand. Does anybody want to volunteer? Or Steve, can you just pick somebody?
Let's see here. Bunch of names I recognize. Yeah, I'm requesting some people. They're not responding. Let's see. How about Martha Stallworth? Are you available? Can I ask you to unmute?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, and what was your name?
Martha Stallworth.
Well, nice to meet you, Miss Martha. Hope you're
Thank
enjoying
you.
your night so far.
Yes,
So we're
very
going to
much.
play a little game. Oh, good. But we're going to play a little game. I'm sure you're familiar with it when you were younger, when you would, you know, hide a coin in your hand and you would try to figure out which hand the coin's in. Are you familiar with that?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to play that now, but we're not even going to use a coin. We're just going to use your imagination. So I'd like you to pretend that you have a coin, put it behind your back, mix them all up.
Okay.
And you can either have the coin in your left hand, you can have the coin in your right hand, or you can be a jerk and put it in your pocket. Totally your call.
Okay.
You know where it is?
Yes.
Perfect. So I'm going to ask you a question, and now you have another choice. You can either lie to me or you can tell me the truth. You ready?
Okay.
Is the coin in one of your hands?
Yes.
Okay. That tells me, all right, let's try it one more time. I'm going to ask you only one more question. And if you lied to me last time, lie again. If you told me the truth last time, tell the truth again. Is the coin in your left hand?
No.
Perfect. And I think you're actually telling the truth because the coin's in your right hand, isn't it?
Yes.
Perfect. Interesting how you can do something with literally nothing. And speaking of, this is a very special show. Again, shout out to Ring 9 for having me. But after a lot of discussion, they decided to go virtual. So I figured since we're going in a more technological venue, I might as well, you know, play the game as well. So I'm not going to use any of my electronics or my technology. I want to use somebody else's. So does somebody have a phone on them? Thanks for playing. But does somebody have a phone on them that they're willing to use?
Hey, Shawn, I've got one. This is Mike. I'll be happy to help.
Oh, perfect. All right, Mike. So here's what we're going to try. Go ahead and pull up your browser, whether that's, like Safari or Firefox, whatever you use. You got it?
Got it.
Okay. Now, there's a site that I used back in college, because most people don't know this, but I actually started out as a music major. Go figure. But so point being, music has been a huge part of my life. And a lot of times, if I have a song stuck in my head, I actually found a website that has pretty much like every song ever with all the lyrics and little like blurbs about it. It's pretty cool. So go to genius.audio and just let me know whenever you're there.
Genius.audio, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second. Okay. Do you see me?
Do what?
Do you see me?
No, I don't need to see you. It's fine.
Okay. I was just going to show you my screen, make sure I'm in the right spot.
Oh no,
Yep.
you're fine. You're
All
fine.
right.
I don't want to be accused of cheating. Anyway, so you're gonna read my mind, and then I'm gonna try to read yours. So a song that I've had stuck in my head here recently is called High Hopes. You might have heard of it by Panic at the Disco. So go ahead and search up High Hopes in Genius.
Okay. Let me hit
And it
that.
should come up by Panic at the Disco. And when you click on that, it should give you all the lyrics.
High Hopes, Panic at the Disco, one of my
Mhm.
favorite groups. Got it.
Perfect. So you're looking at all the lyrics?
I am.
Okay. Now I'm thinking of a 5-letter word. I'm thinking of a 5-letter word. What word do you think that I'm thinking of?
So obviously you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
I think you're thinking gonna.
That was actually right. Like, that was one of the, I forgot to write it down. I should probably work on that. But yes, that was actually, it would be better with proof, but we're going to go with it.
We try.
So now it's going to be your turn. So go ahead and go to the and search up any song that you want to. And just let me know once you've searched it.
All right.
So I chose my song. Now you get to choose yours. So you read my mind. Now, hopefully, I will be able to do it to you more impressive.
Bear with me.
Okay. Okay. Did you search one up?
All right. Coming up now. Hold on.
Well, whenever it comes up, I want you to make it a more difficult. So think of a word that's got like at least 6 letters in it. I did 5. You go ahead and do 6.
All right. I've got it. Wait, how
Got
many?
one?
More,
All right, so
more,
again,
wait, did you say more than 5 or do 6?
6 or more.
6 or more. All right. I've got it.
You have one?
Yep.
All right, it's gonna be kind of like hangman. There's an E in your word, right?
There is.
Okay. And there's not an N, is there?
There is not.
I didn't think so. What about, so there's, is there an R by any chance?
There is an R.
There is an R. And there's also an S.
Oh, I'm sorry. There is no S.
Okay, so that's first miss. We'll go with that. But let's go back to vowels, make it easier. Is there an A?
There is.
There is an A. And there's also, and again, I may miss on this one, I'm not sure, but is there also an H?
There is not an H.
Okay, so 2 misses. That's not too bad. So think of the word. Just think of the last letter. I've been guessing letters. Just think of the last letter. You have one?
I do.
Is it a Y?
It is not.
It's not. So you're not thinking of the word pearly?
No, I'm not.
Okay, that's all right. So think instead of just a word, think of either the band or the song. Okay, so we're
Okay.
gonna try for the song.
Okay.
And I'm assuming this is a song that you listen to regularly?
It is certainly one I've heard a few times in my life. Yes.
Okay. And funny enough, I actually think it's similar to kind of the experience that I'm going through now with, the studio set up all around me. Is this Blinded by the Light?
Oh, it's not, but that's a great song.
Oh, okay. Well, that didn't work. So we're going to try something a little different. Instead of music, we're going to go with reading, because funny enough, true story, I started out as a music major and then I switched to an English major. True. So go ahead and just Google how many articles are on Wikipedia.
All right, let me go back to,
Yep, and just let me know whenever you're done.
sure. I did see a comment that someone else thought of Blinded by the Light, though.
Oh, well, that's exciting. Well, maybe I was picking up on their signals.
Must have been. Sorry, getting there.
But yeah, when you get there, there should be a site. This is the one that I always use. I think it's called like WikiCount, wikicount.net.
So you want me to go to that site, or you just want me to Google?
Yeah. Like it should be in the search results. Just WikiCount. I think it's .net. Do you see it?
Hold on, I'm getting there. I'm falling down on you, Shawn. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I know we're running low on time, so
Yeah.
let's switch this up real quick. So Mike, we're still gonna pick on you, and I'm actually gonna grab my phone.
Right.
So my phone has a 4-digit lock screen, and obviously, if you just typed in random numbers, it wouldn't work, right? Because that's just technology. So what do you think my first digit is?
I think it's a 4.
A 4, perfect. Second.
Can I repeat?
Yeah.
4.
Okay, off to a good start. 2 left.
7.
7, and last one, no pressure.
3.
You want to change your mind?
No, I'll stick with 3.
Good choice. So we've missed 2, but we've hit 1. So we will take it. And that is my little segment about technology.
All right.
Thanks, Mike.
That's great, Shawn. And coming up next is our final performer. He is a life member at both the IBM and the SAM. He's a permanent MC at 4F. He's also an AIMC member of the Magic Circle and a member of the Magic Castle, where he'll be doing a virtual show later tonight. Everybody, please welcome Joe M. Turner.
Hi, everyone. Oh, thank you for that silent applause. I love it. It's really exciting to be here. But even though we went virtual, my monitor is within 6 feet of where I'm standing, so I decided to be ultra safe. As long as I've got the mask on, I thought we might start by asking someone a question. Someone, let's see, who do I see that I don't know? How about, oh, is that Ari Slumka? Ari, hi, can you unmute just for a second?
Yeah.
In your mind's eye, I'd like you to picture a playing card, just any card in a deck of cards. Have you got one?
I got one.
Now change your mind to a different one. So now you're on a random card you would not even have thought to think of. What is the card that you're now thinking of? Say it.
The 4 of clubs.
The 4 of clubs. You're not going to believe this. That would have been so good. It's the Joker. It's a wild card. So see, the thing is, if it were the 4 of clubs, that would have been a prediction. But I wasn't going to do a prediction. I was going to do magic. And that's why the Joker is now the 4 of clubs. Oh, I heard an exclamation of magical joy. I'll take it. Thank you. All right. Well, I tell you what, I know that we're a tiny bit behind schedule. So I want to show you something that is one of my favorite things. And I've got this as tight as I can. And maybe a couple of you have seen me do this before. But I would like to share with you something that this means something to me. It's very magical, and it's something that lives right inside this very small little red cardboard box. I'm pretty sure that you're wondering, what could be so magical that is inside a little red cardboard box? I'll tell you. It's not Herbert, it's Maxine. set her aside. Inside the cardboard box is more cardboard boxes. More cardboard boxes. These are match boxes, the kitchen match kind, where you've got the carton and the tray, and they're all just made out of cardboard. And you can see I don't have anything in there because this is not a trick about stuff that's in the box. It's an experience that I had with the boxes themselves. I remember the first time I saw someone do something magical with something as ridiculously trivial as little cardboard boxes. The man took the two cartons and put them together edge to edge, almost like a telescope. And he put one of the trays in one side. And as he put the tray on the other side, something very unexpected happened. Now, I was a physics major. So when I saw this happen, I instantly started thinking, well, what could be going on that could make this happen? Maybe he was so careful about putting the edges together. There's some kind of wax or sealant or lubricant on there that's sealing it together, and it makes it airtight so that when he pushes, the air pressure causes it to go through and push the other side out. And that made me feel better to think about that until he separated the two boxes and did it again. At this point, I was bumfuzzled. I was very concerned because I thought, how could this possibly be? And then he really bothered me when he went off axis.
But
the more he did it, the more it bothered me because I watched as the right went down and the left went up. And I watched as the left went down and the right went up. And no matter what happened to one, it always seemed that there was an effect on the other. And as I watched this, I thought about it, and I realized that this wasn't just true for matchboxes. It's true for all of us as well. We are interconnected in ways that we cannot see or even hope to understand. And yet we all have to live together in the same little box. Isn't that something pleasant to think about? Now, I've been thinking about a lot of things over the last 2 years, and I will leave you with this. And that is, over the past 2 years, we've all dealt with very strange circumstances. And I would argue that many among us feel like we were knocked flat months ago, and we spent quite a lot of time trying to dig out of it. But I will tell you, if you're on this show tonight and you've been knocked flat, but tonight you're standing up straight, then I think you should declare victory. And that's what we're going to do as we go forward into 2022. That's my time. Thanks, everyone.
all right. That was amazing. So 3 great performances from 3 of our club members. And now we're going to shift over to the awards ceremony. So we're really excited to kind of dive in. We've got 4 major awards or recognition programs. The first is going to be the Circle of Honor recognition program. It's the first year that we've done it. The second is going to be the Tip Lecture of the Year. The third is going to be the President's Awards from both IBM and SAM. And then our final one will be the Greater Atlanta Magician of the Year Award. So I'm going to kick it back to Joe Turner, who's going to kind of explain this new Circle of Honor program that we have and talk about the winners.
All right, I think I am unmuted and I had to switch gears. So I want to shift to the slides so that you can see. If I'm not full screen, go ahead and pin me on your screen. I'd like to talk with you about the Circle of Honor. This is a program that we have instituted, as you've heard me talk about it over the last several months, to recognize a lot of people who put a lot of work in behind the scenes, as well as people who have been supporting our club for a long time. And this is particular to the Georgia Magic Club. So let's start with our continuous membership Award. Our Continuous Membership Award category is designed to recognize people who are celebrating a multiple of 5 years in continuous membership in IBM Ring 9. So many of our members have been members for decades, but it will come around and you will be recognized when you hit the next 5-year mark. So we have 3 to recognize tonight from the applications who hit a multiple of 5. And the first is the great John Dill, celebrating 30 years of continuous membership in the Georgia Magic Club. We also have Gary Vaughn at 45 years, fantastic. And then this picture is right from the cover of the Winking Ring. David Ginn, 60 years in IBM Ring 9. So give them all a big round of applause. You guys don't have to come up and make any speeches or anything, but we just wanted to recognize you and let you know how much we appreciate your continuing, sustaining membership in our club. Now, the second category for our awards is for outstanding service. And this is open to everyone. This is kind of a points-based threshold. So it's based on the activities that you participate in, the meetings you attend. Do you perform? Did you win an award? Did you teach? Did you contribute to the equinox? Did you serve on committees? There's all these different things. There's a threshold of 30 points, and we had several people cross that threshold this year. And some people who came close and just a little bit more. I will tell you, you can get more than halfway there just by coming to the meetings. So if you come to the meetings and perform at even a few of them, you will already be well on your way, more than halfway to getting recognized in this category. So our winners for the Circle of Honor Outstanding Service Award for this year are Mike Dunnigan, Merle Harmon, Clark Sherlock. I hope I didn't butcher it. I've tried to remember how to say it. Stan Conter, Steve Langston. I think Debbie came on. Debbie, I hope you're there. Debbie Leifer. We also have Bill Packard, Ken Scott, who has some better pictures than that, but this one had the chain, so I went with that one for Ken. Eric Schuster, our fearless leader, and me, and then our Equinox editor, God bless him, he just got the big one out, Anthony Vincent. And so that is all of our Outstanding Service Award winners this year. So thank you to all of you for contributing your time, talents, and treasure, all of the effort and hard work and sweat, blood, and tears that you put into it. So what we will do as we go further into this program, we will be recognizing you all with certificates, which I have the physical certificates here, and we'll be distributing those at the January meeting. You will be recognized with a webpage on our website, and that will be updated annually with the new people that are inducted in each year. And then we will have, when it is more acceptable to do an in-person event, we will have a special event that is invitation only to our Circle of Honor inductees and celebrate you in person. And that is my time. Eric, thank you.
Wonderful. So that's the first year that we've had this program. We're really excited about it, and we know that more and more people are going to be engaged in that program as we go on in the future years. So we're going to move from Circle of Honor to the Tip Lecture of the Year award. And Joe, you might have to help me out. I think we started this award, was it back in 2008, I believe?
I believe that is correct. We restarted the tip lectures. We started the tip lectures back in like 2000. They were Teach a Trick, and then we renamed them later. Maybe back even as far as the late 90s. I forget when I suggested that. But the award has been going on for roughly 14 years now.
Wonderful. So TIP actually stands for To Improve Performance. So at the beginning of each of our monthly Ring 9 meetings, one of our members will provide a 30-minute lecture, a mini lecture to the rest of the club on some area of magic that interests them. And these lectures can be about a variety of things like the art of storytelling and scripting, or sleight of hand techniques, magic theory, of course, tricks. And we had 11 amazing volunteer club lectures this year. And the award was voted on by all of our members. And the winner is, drum roll, please, Mr. Steve Langston.
Oh, Awesome.
And this is one of the awards that you get. This is a special donation from Joe Turner, Best of Friends by Harry Lorraine. For those of you that aren't magicians that are here as guests, this is a coveted book that I'm sure that he's going to love. We also have another special award that's going to come to you at a later time.
Awesome.
Anything you want to say, Steve?
Just thank you to all of my club members that voted for me. I'm really glad that you enjoyed the lecture. Thank you, Joe, for the donation. And I hope to do another one next year. So thank you guys a lot. This means a lot to me.
Wonderful. So now we're gonna shift gears to the President's Awards. And the President Award is an important award that represents someone who really stepped up this year in an exceptional way. This is for both of the clubs. Even with the pandemic in full swing and all of the challenges we had, there were a number of people committed to serving our clubs and ensuring that we provide enormous value to our membership, as you saw with the Circle of Honor recipients. So now I'll pass it over to Steve McCoy, who's going to present the President's Award for SAM Assembly 30.
Okay, thanks very much, Eric. Yeah, the President's Award for Sam's Group is one that I thought about, a person that has dedicated themselves to the club in a way that they show magic at every meeting. And this person did that in a very special way. He also showed up to most of the meetings. I think he only missed two of them throughout the year, but showed up to every other one, and was just a great member of the club. And his magical abilities are far exceeding anything else before. So congratulations to Joe M. Turner at the statuette. There it is.
Thank you, Steve.
Joe?
That is totally shocking. Thank you.
You're welcome. Congratulations. Thank you very much for all you. There you go. And you'll have this, and it's got your name on it right there. Okay.
All right. Wonderful. Congratulations to Joe. Now we also have a winner of the President's Award for the IBM Ring 9. And when it came to decide on who should receive this award, there were several people that went above and beyond for the club this year. Having said that, there's one person who I think really deserves this award for 2021. I'm going to say a few things after I mention the name. So the winner of the IBM Ring 9 President's Award is, drum roll please, Mike Dunnigan. Now, Mike is an unassuming guy. He's also one of the most helpful and thoughtful individuals that you will ever meet. Much of what Mike did this year was behind the scenes with his thought leadership. He was, many of you know this, but he was the immediate past president and instantly became a trusted advisor for me personally throughout the year. He also took on the lead of a new role that we created called the Marketing PR Chair. By the way, if you don't know, Mike is a marketing wizard. He worked alongside Debbie Leifer to research the benefits of being part of the organization, being part of IBM. He also put together an official detailed marketing plan that helped us kind of lead us in the right direction. He's put together new content for our website, Join Us page, created these special bookmarks that we're putting in every magic book in all the libraries, and so much stuff that he's done that I think a lot of people don't realize. By the way, he's also hosted every one of our virtual events with his Zoom account and done the technology work, including this one, by the way. And he's a big contributor on our board and leadership team. So congratulations and thank you, Mike, for your exceptional commitment, your thought leadership, your availability for the club and for me this year.
Well, thank you, Eric. I appreciate that very much and am touched by the honor. So thank you very much.
All right. So let's see, it is 6:52. So we have one more award, and then we will shift over to the headline performance. And the final award is the Greater Atlanta Magician of the Year award. I'm going to pass it to Bill Packard, who's going to present it. And I will attempt to share my screen to show whenever you're ready for me to show the trophy.
Thank you, Eric. Well, since both the president and vice president of the Georgia Magic Club were on the ballot for this year's Magician of the Year award, the privilege of revealing the winner has been handed down to me as Secretary Treasurer. Since I submitted the ballots and monitored the results, I'm the only one who knows at this time who got the most votes. The Greater Atlanta Magician of the Year Award has a history that goes back at least 50 years.
Let me see if I can change this now. Hold on.
As the panels on the trophy itself are inscribed with the winners every year from Ab Dixon in 1971. Do we have a picture? To Eric Schuster in 2020. Many of the honorees are no longer with us, but many of them are still active in both clubs. As a matter of fact, we ran out of space on the award last year, so we'll be adding a new panel on the base to list the names of the winners from 2021 and beyond. To qualify to be nominated for the award, there are 7 criteria to be considered: membership in one or both clubs, participation in club activities, promotion of magic to the public, sharing their knowledge with other magicians, proficiency in the art of magic, charitable contributions, and creativity. As last year's winner, Eric Schuster will need to transfer the giant trophy to this year's winner, but as a consolation, we have a plaque for Eric to keep. So let's have a round of applause for 2020 Greater Atlanta Magician of the Year, Eric Schuster.
Hey.
And for 2021, the Georgia Magic Club and the Atlanta Society of Magicians each nominated 2 members. The final nominees for 2021 are Dan Garrett, Steve Langston, Eric Schuster, and Joe M. Turner. Now, I am pleased to announce that the 2021 Greater Atlanta Magician of the Year Award goes to, do you have a drum roll? Yes. For the 2nd year in a row, Eric Schuster. Congratulations, Eric.
Wow, thank you so much. Wow, I am surprised. Thank you so much to the clubs, to those who voted. I'm honored, I'm humbled to receive the award. I've definitely put my heart and soul. My wife is dancing over here, by the way, behind the computer. And it's been a difficult year for all. Ultimately, it's all for the advancement of our magic community. And just want to say to the other finalists, and really to each of the nominees, we had 6 nominees this year just from Ring 9 alone, and so many people really stepped up. And I just want to say thank you to everybody and commend each of you for your commitment and hard work. So thank you. I'm excited.